guys. So I had told myself that I was going to essentially vlog my senior year, my last year of school, and essentially just document it and talk about what it's like being here without Tim Lee and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, this year my theme is neo soul. I am currently like addicted to Samo, Brick Liam, PJ Morton. Of course, you see Solange right here. And I have my little Brick Liams on my thing here. But I'm gonna show you my welcome board. Technically, it's a welcome board. It's really cool. I tried to make it lifelike to the picture that that's created or whatever. I have one balloon on there messed up, so I probably should have waited to show you all when it was like done. But dreamer is essentially the theme. It's like a neo soul dreamer, and like these are artists to me that essentially are dreamers. And this quote says, dreamers only dream, but creators bring their dreams to reality. And so I guess that quote, not even I guess, that quote meant to me, like, especially for these people, they have created their own lane, their own sound. And it was very important for me to sort of kind of like illustrate that or to bring it to life. So I think if I'm saying the extension is the name of Brick Liam's theme, so I kind of went with his because I think it was, you know, a little more creative. End of the year, I had planned on doing like this montage of all the videos that I have saved in my phone, just to, you know, I don't know, because it's been difficult, and it's been really difficult, and I just love the fact that I have made it through all the things that I've experienced. My uncle passing, my sister, just relationships that I've had. I just, not only that, changing my eating habits. I don't eat meat anymore, and if you want to, like, I only eat seafood products, but just as a whole, just really like coming to myself and being more aware of my body and loving myself. So it's just, I want to be real intentional about the things that I'm doing, and this is essentially like the first step, really just staying focused, keeping my eyes on the prize, you know, and not being weary and well doing, although the going gets tough, and I promise you it gets tough, but at the end of the day, it will legitimately get better. It doesn't matter what people say about you, what they think about you. Like, seriously, like, it will get better. It doesn't matter. People and their opinions. What God thinks about you, what you think about you are the only things that matter. And I'm proud of my cousin for, you know, finishing what she started. Like, my friends starting their businesses, like, everything is just so great, and I appreciate God because, you know, we go through turmoil, but he has never failed us. He has never forgotten us. And I'm truly like blessed. I'm honored, you know, to be able to live, to tell this testimony, to express myself, all of the above. And I'm gonna just keep focused, and I gotta get off of here because if I don't get off of here, I'm gonna start rambling. It ain't recorded. Hey, it ain't recorded. Hey, it's moving day. Hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah. Hey, wop for moving day. Wop for moving day. Wop. Cause we from Chi-Town, wah, for moving day, wah, moving day, hey, moving day, hey. Listen, it's a real nice looking man all the way back there, and I think he's from Canada. No, you can't leave. More people coming with me. Wow. Y'all, I'm tired.
Where's James at?
Mm-hmm.
Is that his car right there?
Mm-hmm.
Now who turned that off?
I'm not sure. It's moving day! Listen, y'all. Today is moving day. And this girl walked past with her camera and it reminded me to vlog. I vlogged day one, which was like when we first moved in, and I was showing you my little decorations for my wing. But anyway, it's a reunited, and it feels so good. Move in.
But then if my friend be like, go check out this guy page, and I'm like, oh, he been in my DMs, such, but you just referred me to him, so I'm like, I'll
I
get a
ain't trying
shot.
to tell no motherfucker after 4 years.
Hey, if I've been in the DMs for 4 years, you ain't responding to me. When you do respond, I'm treating your ass.
What? Why?
Fuck you mean? You had to wait, you made me wait 4 years for this, and now you gonna say something to your bald head ass?
Why you gotta be bald?
Right, now you want to take a shot.
Wow, you're trash.
Tamara. Today, oh, let me flip the camera. Today's the first day of school, bro. First day back. So we have people that are being a little weird, you know what I'm saying? I think I got the camera wrong, because why is this flipped this way? Y'all, so today is Clubs and Orcs Day. Of course, we have everybody outside. It's looking great out here.
My name is Taylor Kane. I am the founder
Clubs and
of
Orcs.
the first social support group for mothers on the Chicago State University campus.
Woo!
It is called Cougars with Cubs. So I don't
Yeah!
out here, but if you do want more information,
Taylor!
come and talk to me. I am at the Delta Sigma Data table right over here. And you can follow my Instagram at
Anyway, today's Clubs and Orcs Day. And, you know, we just out here chilling and having it up. So, I'll see y'all in a bit. Currently, at this restaurant called Two Fish. And we are literally waiting. Literally waiting. Aaliyah act like she'll never want to be showed on camera, but I already got her. She is right there. And Tasha is acting funny too. This is what's going on. So, I told Larissa that I would vlog this semester, and here I am, about to vlog, and we're about to, hey y'all, so I finished. I am worn out. pushed really hard. My machine was like, only gave me like 20 minutes. Like, you know how you do like the regularly program thing? But I set my own timer for 30 minutes. So, that was good. Going back outside. Gonna go handle some stuff with the school to later this week because I got my man concert on Thursday. Cannot wait. So excited. This is gonna be a great semester in Jesus' name. And on the computer, y'all, this guy that's walking up to me right now moved out of the residence hall. Hi, Dylan. I'm sorry if I'm sweaty. I just came from the gym.
I can't tell. You should put some on. You might catch a cold.
I know. That's why I have this around me. Nobody told you to move out, Dylan. No one.
Well, damn, Marlos, you might come home.
Why?
Because
You weren't doing your homework?
a little bit of that. And a little bit of
If it ain't $250,000, we're all wanted, about to make it sick to the stomach. I be getting to the money. Everybody, man. Think I'm getting too much money. Everybody, man. Same old on the block. Same old with the drop. Same old for the trap. Everybody hated on her, then he bounced right back. She was acting stingy, now she wanna give it up. Fast like OT, I'ma live it up. Now my ex-girl tryna make me jealous cause she got a new. He don't know that I don't give a. I got me a deal, but I'm still in the street. Heard a couple talking like they got beat. They forgot sesame, teriyaki sauce with the rice on the side, sweaty. I got all this money on my mom, mine. Diamonds in my dial, I can't even see the time. I'm full of prison living, bring the line. And they super extra when them is off the line. All I know is love, Crips.
This guy doesn't want to get on anything.
I'm a West
Get on
Side.
everything, okay? You hear me? We got a line here.
Shit, cause they thought I locked up. I be getting to the money. Everybody, man. Think I'm getting too much money. Everybody, man.
about to leave you.
Where you going?
I'm going home.
I'ma give it up, fast like OT, I'ma live it up. Now my ex-girl tryna make me jealous cause she got
Chill. Okay, you taking pictures?
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
No. No, I'm not.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's go.
I got all this money on my mind. Diamonds in my dial, I can't even see the time. I'm bulletproof, don't let me bang the line. And they super extra when
I put it to bed. I put that shit to bed.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling tonight? I'm not feeling tonight. Ah, this is my first time performing in Chicago.
to the money.
I see one number hands up.
Everybody mad.
Give me something on. Baby, come give me something on. Cause I can't stop loving.
Watch, now she wanna give crutch. Boy got peas, now she hopping in the pod. Man, in real life, so the girl might get what. If she want dark, so meet me at the top. So she lives all day, I see me waiting for a bus. Maybe this a monkey sweater, diesel denim. Buy another one, my pockets fat like ever. Neck froze like I don't know no better. Benzo truck, white seats, and they never go broke never. On my grind, she make it clap like I'm Busta Rhymes. Like I lose traffic, right up, give it up, there you go, with the go up. That's my vibe, and it go up, down the track, but it's so tough. And introduce him, the one and only. Big truck, no clutch, wrist froze, don't touch. Red Siri, I'm so drunk, 'cause I can't drink and drive with my chauffeur. And the what's up, with the coca, I really put it on the door.
I'm back. I think. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know I look crazy. I got my bonnet or whatever on, but I wanted to essentially talk about what it's kind of been like since I've been quarantined. This video is going to be at the end of the video because it's basically going to be a flashback of everything that happened before we got to now. Okay? So I have been literally at home. This has been my workstation in the dining room, okay? And it hasn't been fun. I know I got the Rona, okay? I got the Rona, like, I self-diagnosed myself, okay? Maybe like 4 weeks ago, I was outside, feeling a little sick or whatever, but not even really sick. I would go outside, and if I wasn't properly dressed, in order to avoid, saying to my grandparents or my mom, like, you don't go outside dressed properly, I was taking medicine to keep myself from getting sick. So, my little baby's birthday was like March 23rd, and all the family was over, and that's when that same day I went to go pick up this guy that I know from the hospital and to break him his car or whatever. And so coming back, I started to feel like, the little, cough or whatever. So I was just like drinking tea, taking medicine or whatever. And because I had already been over their house, my friend's house, for 2 weeks, I knew that it was like that 2 week period or whatever, because I'm an RA, and so we were doing everything to get residents out the house, right? So out the house, out the dorm, out the residence hall. And so that week, that was a Monday, the 23rd, we went, started decorations, doing everything for Ari's birthday. And so that night, I was feeling like a little coughs here and there. And I was really coughing. And then when we woke up, Jasmine had a fever. Well, Jasmine got sick. then I was like, okay, I already know what this is. Like, I'm just thinking like we getting sick or whatever. Then I get my shawl, like my favorite scarf that everybody knows. I wrap that around me. Ari gets sick. I get sick. Y'all, I had the chills, the fever, all of that. But I was like trying to be cool. Like, I'm like, all right, we gonna sweat it out. This like a regular cold. Honey. So after we go through all of that, I go home that Sunday because I was there for 2 weeks. So I went home that Sunday and I was able to drive or whatever. I was a whole lot better that week, the beginning of that week, which was Sunday. And I go to the grocery store with my mom and cool, all types of stuff, right? And I have no sense of taste, no sense of smell. Like, I could smell and taste before, bro. I could not smell or taste. Like, I could not smell or taste. So I'm watching videos. I'm having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. My mama calling down heaven. My grandma calling down heaven every day, okay? Because I was like, Lord, I don't want to leave here. I have so much more work to do. And it is not time for me to go. Like, when I say a madman, crazy, like, you can't go outside, you can't do this, wash your hands, don't touch me, don't go outside, okay? Now we go to, this is week maybe like 4 or 5 since then. And maybe like the end of the week where I lost since the beginning of the week where I lost my sense of taste and smell. The end of that week, I think on that Sunday, I think I got my taste back before I got my sense of smell back. Y'all, it was the worst. And I was like praying to the Lord, crying every day. Like, I couldn't even cry. I couldn't make myself cry. Everything that I thought like, it was just bad. It was bad. And so I said all that to say that it is important to take your health serious. Not that I didn't take my health serious before, because I drastically changed my eating habits and became a pescatarian, cut out bread, and I really don't do the pasta unless it is there. I don't order pasta because I literally cut out majority of the things that were my favorite or like my go-to or my gluttony, like whatever. So I just think that as a body of Christ, like, you hear all the pastors and all the ministers like talking about like how, Corona has no reign or no say, but in that moment when you are the one that's actually sick, you like, Lord, am I going to be healed from this? Am I going to be like all these other people that have passed, that have went on to be with the Lord? Like, you don't know. Like, you don't know. And anything made me cry. Like, because I was like, Lord, like, you promised me all these things. You promised my family. Like, I saw it. You showed it to me. I was terrified. And in this moment of still healing and trying to make sure that my lungs are clear and things of that nature, because I didn't really have problems like breathing. I had headache, I had a little bit of shortness of breath, but it wasn't like I couldn't take a deep breath, or I kept doing that, practicing holding my breath for 10 seconds. I kept doing that, and I kept steaming to open up my nasal cavity and my respiratory. So those are things that I did for my self-healing and for myself that worked for me, taking ginger, penicillin, and just things that I had here, ginger, cinnamon, hot tea, lemon, anything citrusy, orange juice. I was doing an avocado, anything high in pH, fatty protein. I was doing it to better myself. And I go back to the kingdom, like, this is something that will literally force you, if you didn't trust God before, it is in your best interest to trust him. trust him in the process. And Elliot said to me, my friend Elliot was like, Kenyatta, you're not in control of whether it be your dating life, whether it be really the conversation was about my dating life and the people that were coming into my life or exiting or whatever it may be. He was like, Kenyatta, go to the construction site. Go to the construction site. God has the blueprint. Go to the construction site and watch him build. Because you don't have control over it. And I think that was that blessed me. And then through this process of me being sick, the process of me being sick, I was like, ask my mom, like, seeking, trying to figure out how I can hear the voice of the Lord. And I'm just like, praying. I get up, read my scriptures or whatever. And then when I talked to Tim Lee, he was like, it's not always going to come as that thunder and lightning that we think. Whereas I was listening to Essence Atkins talk about how the Lord came and ate with her. And it's on one of those pages that I follow, but Essence Atkins, if you just go look it up, like, she just talked about hearing from the Lord and him speaking to her. And so that encouraged me because that was the thing that I wanted most. Like, that is something that I've always wanted the most, where like I literally just want to hear from God. Every decision, every move that I am to make, that is something that I'm longing for. And so today, which is Friday the 16th, I was going to email my teacher, like, before I even get there, I'm sorry. My cousin sent me a video of this guy from Ireland, Northern Ireland, who happened to be healed from the coronavirus, and talking about how the Lord heard him. And it's on the Shade Room, how the Lord heard him. And then even in the video of Essence Atkins, she was talking about how the Lord is not just some fairy and he's somewhere up here. He's here with you in everything that you say and that you do. And that man confirmed it again in the video that I watched. I'm pointing to the kitchen because that's where I was when I watched it. He was like, the Lord heard him, and the Lord, he's there with you. And so that blessed me. And Tim Lee was like, usually when the Lord is speaking to you, he is speaking to you through someone else. And so I watched Tish's live yesterday, and she was like, and mind you, I had been told this months ago by Elder Peterson from my church. She was like, Kenyatta, you've been faithful, he's gonna bless you. People kept saying that, you've been faithful, God's gonna bless you. Tish said it again last night. And so the point that I'm getting at is that this video was not supposed to be that long, but it's going in the end of this video. The point that I'm getting at is that he's here at everything that I do. And where I thought, and where I still sometimes feel like I can't hear you, Lord, I don't know. And even in this situation, I'm like, God, like, there are people that have served you, that have lived for you. How do you, like, of course but their work was done. Like, you just, like, it was mind-boggling to me. And so watching those videos to confirm what I had been seeking for, and in the midst of, to the point that I was getting ready to make, I was like gonna email my teacher, like, I'm not getting on in class today. I just am not there, and I really just wanted to spend some time with God and doing things that make me happy. And I had submitted an assignment prior to that, and she canceled class. And the man in the video talking about how God sent a cleaner, he had just said to the Lord, like, Lord, if you could just, he wanted some chips, and orange, and a Coke, and something like that. And he just was like, the cleaner came back and passed him his snacks through the door. And he said, the Lord heard him. And I'm sorry, something happened. That the chips, the guy had got him, the cleaner had sent him the chips through the door. And I'm telling that I was getting ready to email my teacher, and I erased the email. And then moments after that, she emailed and was like, she's not feeling well emotionally. And that thing blessed me because it was like, he's showing me. And that's all I have to say, because I'll keep going on. And this video is already like 13 minutes. But I'm going to add this to the end of my video. And the point of it is to tell you all to be encouraged, to trust God and everything that you do. And I'm going to try to be accountable, like I said, the beginning of the semester. But of course, life happens. That I'm going to start posting my videos more and really like attempting to do it, because I have so much free time now, because we are in quarantine. I love you all. Be blessed. Bye.